Markets overnight. The news that Larry Summers, whom investors saw as more hawkish than Bernanke, has pulled out of the race for the position of the Federal Reserve Chairman over the weekend caused stocks to rally across all regions Monday. This now leaves Fed Vice Chairman Janet Yellen as the first candidate for the position, a well-known policy dove. It is expected that she will keep Bernanke's stance on easy monetary policy. US yields fell to their lowest levels so far in September following the news. In the US, the Dow and the S&P ended up. However, Apple dragged the Nasdaq down after it had rallied to a fresh 13-year high, with sharp losses in the stock after the news that a major Chinese carrier is offering a smaller subsidy for the new iPhone compared to the subsidy it gave for prior models. On a side note, more computer glitches are occurring in the trading markets, with the options market shut down for an hour with system issues. This week sees the FOMC meeting, which is going to be very closely watched by market participants as the central bank is expected to announce the start of the tapering in the bond purchase program. How much they taper, however, is a question markets want answered from the meeting, and the results will most likely produce some volatile market conditions. In US economic news, growth in the New York State's manufacturing sector unexpectedly slowed in September, whilst industrial production rose 0.4% in August. European markets closed at 5-year highs Monday, driven by the news of Summers' withdrawal. All markets closed in the green, with the DAX closing at an all-time high. Without much news during the European session, Summers was the main driver for stocks. On Monday, in the US, Summers called Obama to notify him of the fact that he was withdrawing his name. In a letter later, he stated, "I have reluctantly concluded that any possible confirmation process for me would be acrimonious and would not serve in the interest of the Federal Reserve, the administration, or, ultimately, the interests of the nation's ongoing economic recovery." The president later said he had spoken with Summers and accepted his resignation. You can read more on Facebook. Asian markets also gained with the Summers withdrawal news, although trading volumes were thin as Japan was shut for a holiday. Australian markets closed at their highest level since 2008, with gold miners leading the index, higher after gold prices rose. Seoul also rallied, with South Korea closing at its highest level since March, due to the strength of the yen, which gives Korea a competitive advantage over exports in the overseas markets, with automakers rallying. Shanghai bucked the trend, ending lower in range-bound trading, taking a breather after the 4.5% gains made last week. News today includes Aussie, Pound, Euro, CAD and US dollar.